Polt's going to take it by a score of 2-0. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. 2-0.
Oh, it's a bold prediction
it is
for
a bold
man
prediction.
who is really good at TVP. I mean, Polt, of course, is one of the best at Terran versus Protoss. A lot of people consider the matchup to be really hard for a lot of Terrans right now, but Polt's not one of those players that struggle. I'm going to have to pick Puzzle, though, Andre, because I think Puzzle is... I think he's still got a lot to offer, and, you know, he's one of those Protosses that for a while people put their hope in, and I like his play when he's on the money, you know, when he's getting everything, his momentum, when he can execute his build, and he's in control, he can execute flawlessly and really show us something. So I'm going to go with Puzzle, but I'm going to say 2-1.
But the problem is Puzzle's not going to get control. He ain't going to get control because Polt's going to take it to him. We'll see, though. Ladies and gentlemen, as in the top left-hand position, you guys see Puzzle, but in fact, it is Combat Easy in the top left-hand corner. Spawning as the purple Protoss. It is.
He came out of retirement.
Of course, Puzzle. In the bottom right, no, it's Combat X. Silly.
Right.
Bottom right-hand position is the red Terran. We have Polt, who's sporting... I already said the red Terran.
Yeah.
Yes, TSL, thank you.
TSL. Polt, of course, was the second place. I was going to say the second place runner-up, but that actually means he would be third, fourth. But he was the runner-up at DreamHack just moments ago, in fact. And it was a great series between him and Thorze in TVT to remember, and Thorze was the winner. So Polt still has a lot of, you know, he was playing this right before the DreamHack finals. I don't remember exactly what time, but the idea is this is still fresh. This isn't from last week. This is a replay from the previous 24 hours, so we can expect Polt to still be in a good StarCraft mindset.
I agree. Now, interesting build that we have already. It is a command center. A Nexus first, followed up by that is a Gateway and an Assimilator. This is a relatively faster Assimilator. There are two different styles, actually three different styles. There's the Forge Fast Expand that we've seen a lot more common these days in PvT. There's also a Gateway Assimilator and a Gateway Gateway. Yep. Two different ways of going at it. The Gateway, obviously, you're just relying on your Zealots in that early game stage. This is sort of relying on just teching normally and being able to defend. You might have to pull probes if there's any early game pressure, but it is a little bit more risky, I think, than any of the other two. I think the Forge Fast Expand is probably the safest, and it has the best continuation, but we'll see.
Well, Puzzle did manage to sneak in a probe, so he gets sight of the command center on the low ground. Now, we were talking about the sickest fake out in TVP would be to lift your command center and land at your natural and then one base. But that is not the case in this scenario. Polt is doing everything pretty run-of-the-mill. And Puzzle knows it, so that's why he doesn't have to deviate too far from what he normally wants to do. And you can see he's getting second gas.
Sure. And here we go. The first Zealot is already chasing this SCV. Now, these Marines can basically do whatever they want. I mean, they can start kiting this Zealot for ages. And the Zealot will never be able to engage. He has to wait until two Zealots. So that's why you're just seeing this one Zealot back off. I like what he's doing. Now, this bunker actually says, come at me. You have to come at me. But now there's two Zealots out. I don't think three Marines can take on two Zealots.
Oh, nice. He sends one Zealot to take out the SCV, and it was a weak one, so he can avoid losing that one. And he sends the other one to immediately chase the Marines. And Polt does manage to escape just barely, and he cancels the bunker. So,
yep.
And that's just light pressure, and it didn't cost too much, just an SCV in 25 minutes.
Exactly. And what do you do to your Protoss opponent? Well, you slow down things. You can see this Chrono Boost. See how it's racked up quite a bit? If he didn't have to go that second Zealot, he could have probably Chrono Boosted out more probes. When you Chrono Boost out more probes, you actually have to spend a lot quicker. So all those minerals could have been going into economy. You can see that, you know, Puzzle has been affected a little bit, but still playing. Look at this, so bold. Going a robotics facility directly after
really
this.
Greedy. Bold is a good synonym for that. He's also playing pretty greedy, in my opinion. He's scouting with his Stalker, trying to see if he can cover every area. And you're right. You know, he was normally able to get things out a little bit quicker, but he was supply blocked during that very, very minor pressure from Polt. Polt is going for a fast stim of his first 100 gas, and he has two more barracks. He doesn't have any other attack besides that. He's getting his engineering bay pretty early as well, and I like that. You know, I like this build from Polt. It's very good in the next coming minutes.
Now, I'm not sure. Polt is playing this a little bit weird. Normally, when you are against a fast-expanding Protoss, you don't stay in your base like this. There's quite a long time. You can actually stay out on the map for a good 7, 8 minutes. And the main reason for that is your opponent doesn't have Warp Gate tech yet. Now, as we see over here, Puzzle is about to get it around, what is that, 7 minutes and 30 seconds probably warp in. So you still have time for your Marines, your Marauders to be out on the field and do a lot of damage. It's really important to do that so that you force as many gateway units as possible. Right now, you can see there's only 6 gateway units out on the field. It's not that much, and it's because Polt is not taking the position which he should be.
Yeah, in fact, Polt is just pumping out Marines, again, showing no indication he wants to push out just yet. Excuse me for that. And I like the fact that Puzzle is just keeping tabs on the tech pad. He does spot the Marines, but he also knows Starport tech wasn't rushed out compared to the way some Terrans choose to do. Now, how will he choose to respond? Puzzle did go for 3rd and 4th gases relatively quickly, and he's not really teching beyond that. He's adding 3 more gates. He definitely wants that security.
Yeah, well, it might not even be that. It might be a big all-in pressure after this. Normally when you go 3, or excuse me, with 6 gateways, normally you will get forges before that, or some sort of, oh, there's Twilight Council. Interesting. I'm wondering why it went for 6 gateways. There are better continuations with this, especially with the power of the Immortal so early in the game. You don't actually have to get all the way, get 6 gateways to cover everything. You can stick with 5, and it's pretty sufficient against anything a Terran can do. But we'll see. He's moving out.
For security reasons.
Yes.
You know, we were saying before he saw the Marines push out, and he also saw, you know, there's no tech out. So he said, well, he said he saw delayed tech. He says, well, he obviously got something quick from the tech lab. He's moving out here to the center of the map, and he revealed a lot of his sentries. Now, Polt, is he going to have units in position to defend this? As he does have an observer on the high ground, too. I like the positioning of it.
There's a tons of Marines here. Now, Dark Shrine is on the way, so he's just revealed his tech to us. But, of course, Polt doesn't know that just yet. Now, he doesn't want to actually commit to this yet. He doesn't have combat shields. But, unfortunately, he does lose a couple Marines here. Nice little engagement for Puzzle.
Yeah, Puzzle's looking pretty scary. He's getting... he's teching also behind this while still keeping on pressure, and the 2 Immortals can drop buildings really fast, whether it be depots or the bunker. So he has to be really cautious. Polt can't let Puzzle chip away here, and wow, Puzzle still trying to bait units, but that was a good dodge there by Polt. Could have been much worse.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Still, combat shields is not being upgraded. No, it's done?
Yeah, it was done.
Oh,
yeah,
excuse me.
Oh, look at that.
Has it been done for a while?
They have the big Spartan shields now.
Yeah. All right,
which can blot out the,
for some reason I missed
non-existent sun on Shakur's plateau.
My God. Well, we're gonna show a segment in a little bit, but I was out in the sun for the first time in like ages. Of course, I'm a super nerd, so the sun is obviously super effective
enough,
to me.
Andre.
I know. But man, the sun just destroyed me, and I was like, good God, man. This is why I don't go out in public.
It was pretty hot, but you guys will see what we're talking about later on today. But we do see the Dark Templars are being warped in. Now, I don't know where he did proxy pylon. I thought it was warping back at home. He's sneaking one in, and Polt doesn't see it. He doesn't have any form of detection other than his scans. But he's got 1 scan. He got 2 scans left, and the Warp Prism also dropping another Dark Templar. This is a great 2-prong harass. How will Polt respond?
It looks like he's going in for this heavy pressure. What he's trying to do is just base race, but I don't think this will be too successful, seeing as there's so many gateway units here. He has 2 Immortals, and on top of that, tons of Sentry energy. So we'll see how he actually approaches this.
Oh, charge is finished. Now, +1 did not finish either, though. And Polt trying to see if he can engage on 2 fronts, but he doesn't have the army engaged just yet. There it goes, and force fields do block out the sentries. Looks like Puzzle did split a lot of his sentries towards the top of the ramp, and is not able to force field the SCVs out because he didn't see it coming. He does warp in 2 Dark Templar to try to assist, and Polt did end up using a few of the scans. Now, will those Dark Templars be able to take out the SCVs in time? Looks like Polt is dropping in supply. Puzzle's still holding the advantage. Yeah,
and he's not scanning. He needs to scan ASAP because 2 Dark Templars are just tearing apart everything. Now Colossus is out. Oh my goodness, this is going to be it. Polt cannot continue on with this attack, and he's in for a world of hurt if he continues.
Oh, he's got only Marauders left too, so that's going to be really easy for Puzzle just to warp in Zealot with charge to really take him on. And Polt's supply is now down to 35. Puzzle looking in full control, considering that Polt has no economy backing this up whatsoever, as his command centers are not positioned. Polt looking like he's running out of options here.
His command center all the way down here in the bottom middle. Unfortunate for him, he has to play a very scrappy game. You know, he's just like trying to find anything he could possibly do, but there it is. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Polt will lose the first game, although he will win the next 2. He has to make predictions, right? Well, actually, my prediction's already wrong, actually.
Yeah, it was. I was saying that.
I said 2-0.
2-0, Polt. Like, dare I say? But Puzzle's showing pretty strong PvT, but in general, that DT tech drop, we were seeing that yesterday in Cruncher versus Select, how he was just trying to experiment with Dark Templar drops, because Terrans recently have kind of been neglecting that, and they've been playing a little bit around, you know, the metagame around Immortals we were seeing before. And Polt tried to pick out a timing, which would have been great if he had the availability of scans.
I think we haven't seen Dark Templar drop for a reason. It's too much of an investment, in my opinion. You know, Zealots are really strong in that early game stage, especially when you push out the +1 armor. Now, we didn't see that necessarily, but I think a lot of times people are like, oh, Dark Templars, they merge into Archon, or Templars, they merge into Archon, whatever. I don't think Dark Templars in general can get enough scans off. Of course, this situation showed us differently, but I think if if Polt played that a little bit differently, played a little bit more passive, he would realize I have the upgrade advantage. I can sit back, relax. I know my opponent is committed to this all, and all of his gas has been going in Sentries, Immortals, and Dark Templars, and I can just take my advantage there.
We'll see if Polt is able to come back into this series, or will Puzzle end it very, very quickly. We'll find out after this quick commercial break. Thank you so much to the sponsor of that game. It is Epson, the people who provide projectors in brilliant quality. Check them out at Epson.com. Don't go anywhere. More action from NASL Season 3 here in Division 5 coming up next.
Hi, Barcraft.